Hey everyone, Jennifer Underwood here, and there's Chad driving.
Woo!
So, I'm going to try to keep this as short as I can, but as detailed and so you can understand what I mean by my title. In November of 2013, right? Yeah, I always get these dates mixed up. November 2013, I was introduced to Younique, and I was really just impressed by the kid. I had actually called Chad at work and said, hey, there's this little makeup company that I can buy all of this makeup for just $99. And I was actually going to be spending, what was it, about $400?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like $400 with another company. That's not MLM, that we won't mention here. But anyways, I literally was about to spend like $400 on makeup. And he said, so you mean to tell me if you get this $99 kit, then we don't have to spend $400? And I was like, that's what I mean. And I was actually in another company, working another company, and my focus was on that. And so Amber Boy, which is my sponsor, I told her, I said, now don't get excited. I'm just buying the kit for the kit. I have no plans on building this business. I'm not a makeup wearer. I don't wear a lot of makeup because I'm super duper sensitive. And this company that I was about to buy this other makeup with, that was the only company that I could actually tolerate. So I said, don't get excited about it. Well, anyways, I joined the company and rose to 3 spots to the top in 3 months. I mean, I was like, holy cow. I mean, this is so easy. I'm going to be black by, what did I say, like February or March?
Yeah.
Anyways, I was like, I'm going to be black. I'm going to be the top, in the top of the position by, no doubt, by summer. And, well, anyways, after I had gotten to this position, people changed. I actually had a few people that had joined Younique with me that I thought were my friends. That, anyways, they found out that they weren't my friends, and they were going behind my back, telling people that I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't a leader. Blah 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 blah. So, anyways, I listen. And when I hear that I listen to the haters, I've never really understood that until now. But, so, I listen to the haters. And I let that really get to me deep. Because at that time, I cared. I always cared about what people thought of me. And, not to impress, to give a false impression, but I really cared what people thought of me. So this really got to me. So to make a long story short, I let it get to me, and the drama it was like a cancer that spread so quickly amongst the team. And but we held it together. We really held it together. So I hit green in January of 2014. And we remained green until December of 2000 I'm sorry, I became green in December of 2013 and then remained green until January of 2014. Anyways, it was a year. It was like exactly a year. So after that year, things happened in between that year too. We had really strong sponsors that joined our team, and they took off, and they did really well. But they just kind of saw other opportunities, and and I was fine with that. I am totally understandable. Sometimes things just are not for you, and Younique really wasn't for them. So we just kept having to rebuild, and I really, because again, it took me, we were green for a year, and I knew by this time that I was going to be in the top position. And so I really, during this time, I mean, it was just eating at me. Oh my gosh, you are just like what they say that you are. You're not a leader. You're not good. You're not good enough. You don't know what you're doing. You're never going to rise to the top. And I kept hearing this. Well, guess what? It kept me from even re-ranking to the position that I was in. My husband is very, 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 very supportive. And, at this time, he's like, I know you love Younique, but maybe it's just not working for you. Maybe you just need to go do something else. And so I said, you know what? I do need to do something else. What I knew that I wasn't doing was I was not personally developing. I was personally getting away from everything that I had achieved. So, and I knew this in the back of my head and in the back of my mind, because anybody that's in this industry, or in anybody that's successful that hasn't cheated their way to the top, will tell you that the only way that they got there was through personally developing and to bettering themselves. And so that light bulb just clicked, and I told Chad, I said, you know what? I do need to do something. I need to start personally developing, because it really got to me. I mean, there's a lot of personal things that was going on. That depression hit me. That's that whole I'm not good enough. Here I am with a company that we uplift, validate, and empower women, and everything was happening completely different to me. The complete opposite to me, but not anybody that was in Younique. It wasn't anybody, that was doing it to me in the company. It was just, that's what was happening to myself. And now, I know a lot of you might be like, well, wait a second, Jennifer. Okay, well, I thought you've been successful this whole entire time with Younique. And I have. My customers, my personal sales are outstanding, and I love you, my customers, and I love everyone that has supported me. But what was happening was my team would just build up, fall apart, build up, fall apart, build up, fall apart. And in order for me to succeed with this company, my team has to stay together. And so, back to personally developing, I've been reading a lot of books, listening to a lot of audios, and oh my gosh, what I have found was that every successful, I'm talking about millionaire, every successful person has gone through exactly what I've went through. And the reason for it is because you may rise to the top. You may rise there really quickly. But the only way that you're going to stay at the top is to personally develop. And during that time, I wasn't doing that. I was like, and I wasn't being greedy. And I've always been about my team, haven't I, Chad? I've always, and my husband can vouch that it's always my team, or, the team, not me. It's never been just I. So I didn't have that issue. It's always been about the team. But what was happening was I was giving too much. I was caring too much. And if you can actually, think that can happen, it can. Because the problem is, what happens when you do that, you're almost like doing their business for them. And I've also heard, and this is what really is so funny to me, I've always heard, and even Chad said this until he actually had hands-on experience with this industry. I've had people say, well, why don't you go get a real job? Why don't you do this? Why don't you blah, 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 blah? Well, you know what? My job is actually hard. I could go get a real job, but I'm going to be miserable because, I'm making somebody else rich. I have a job, and this
industry is a difficult job, and to actually succeed. Now, if you get in it just for a hobby, yeah, that's nice. And you will make money, but to actually succeed and become successful in this industry, it is a job. But the great thing about it is helping us to fulfill our dreams, not somebody else's. So anyways, once I started personally developing, the light bulb started clicking, because every successful person that I was listening to said the same thing. They would go through the same thing. They would do the same thing. They would let people, the people that weren't serious, that they would get in there, they just want to make some money, and they weren't making money, so off to the next. And that would really discourage me, because I'm thinking in my mind, why can't these people be like me and really, really want to succeed and do something they love, instead of out there, pushing a product that they can't even stand, that they're probably not even taking, but because they know they're going to get rich quickly, it's probably not going to last, they go jump to another company. And I'm not just talking about this in my personal team, but just seeing it throughout the years. I've seen this happen, and it's just really gotten to me. Why do people do this? Well, you know what? That's their story, but my story is, I'm here with Younique because I love the company. I love the products. I love the team. I love everything about it. And I knew that I was not giving up. So I said, I can go get, out of the house and go get something to, keep me occupied. And, I can do that. But I knew that it wasn't that I needed to quit. I knew that I needed to make changes. So once I started doing the personal developing, things just started happening greatly. I mean, people were still there. There was a few people that still left, but it didn't hurt anything. It was like once that door closed, another opened, and I just saw this foundation that I planted these seeds, and that I kept watering, and then just watering. And I'm not talking about out there, making it grow, just watering it, giving it the nutrition, giving it the just being there and making sure that, and I kill a plant, by the way. But I just yeah. But
Her green thumb is purple. It ain't green.
But I just kept watering and just being there, not being right in it, but being available to the team, and not giving so much attention, not giving so much of myself to it, but focusing on my sales, what was going on, my personal developing, and then just being there for my team. And so the last time that I hit the green rank was December. It was January 2015. Okay, it was January these days. But anyways, it was exactly a year. And today I'm so excited to say that our team is officially green again. And yeah, I could have given up. Yeah, I wanted to give up. Yeah, I almost gave up. But you know what? I didn't give up. And the reason I didn't give up is because I'm not in this industry for myself. I'm in this industry for what this industry is about, and especially my company, to empower, uplift, and validate women. And I'm here to help. But I'm not here to I'm here to help people change, but I'm not here to do the change for anyone.
Start crying. You did your makeup.
No, I'm not gonna cry. Okay. And see, usually I'll be really get emotional. I'll just start boo-hooing and whatever. And but I'm here to help. I always knew since a little girl that I wanted to help people. That's what I wanted to do. So I thought it was nursing. I thought nursing was what I always wanted to do, but so I am fulfilling my destiny by helping others. And a lot of people they say, "Well, I don't wear makeup," and it isn't about the makeup. I mean, yeah, I sell makeup and I make people, men and women. I have men customers, and I make them feel better about themselves, and I empower, uplift, and validate them through my makeup. But most of all, I empower, validate, and uplift my team members to become better within themselves. Instead of I'm creating leaders. Instead of basically doing people's businesses for them, I am watering. I am giving them the nutrition, the tools, the value of how to become successful. And so, anybody watching this, this can be for even if you're not in this industry. If you're having issues, at work that you want to give up, but you love your job, but you just want to quit, then I'm telling you, personal development is the key to everything. And you will find out so much about yourself that will click that light on, that will make you say and know, oh my gosh, I know my place. And that's another thing. I was lost. I didn't know my place on this earth. I didn't know what my purpose. I knew deep inside what my purpose was, but when everything was falling apart, I was like, well, maybe I was wrong. What do I do? And
your husband.
if I would have listened to my husband. What did you say?
I said you can do anything you want to.
Yeah, and he's always said you can do anything that I want to, and it's true. So the day that I decided to quit Younique, I knew I was not quitting Younique, and I am not quitting Younique. I am here for the long haul. I absolutely am sensitive to makeup, and Younique, our products have totally. There's nothing that I'm sensitive to. I can wear every product. And so I'm really excited, and I've been excited even before I knew that we were gonna re-rank to green, but I am really excited because I know that my success is on its way, because anyone who does not quit, it's just like, it's the law. If you don't quit, you're gonna get rewarded, and I'm not quitting. So I'm here, and I am so thankful for all of my customers, everybody who helped me personally to get to this rank, and of course all of my awesome teammates. And I cannot wait until I make the announcement that one of my awesome teammates has reached this rank. So, anyways,
Hey,
thank you.
them girls are some ride or die girls.
The what?
Them girls are ride or die.
Oh yeah, and and another thing, the teammates. I have the strong team, the foundation that I have from this team has been with me since the beginning. And ladies, I love you. I love you so much. And we have stuck through this, and we're going to the top.
I'm wondering when we're gonna have a barbecue.
See you there. Bye.